Hello, I'm Rick Bine from the IUPUI Geography Department. I want to share with you an adventure with wolverines. In the summer of 1964, I was working in the National Park in Colorado, the Rocky Mountain National Park, right up here in this area there. We were working at about 11,000 feet elevation. This is twice the height of where Denver is. Denver is a mile high, and we were way up there. And we were stationed on the western slope there in Grand Lake. And we were in cabins there. There's about 15 of us, and they broke us up into groups. And another guy and I were stationed to go work on the trails that were going up over the Continental Divide. And we were up in the tundra. The tundra is that vegetation type that is, where it's too cold for trees to grow. And summer is very short then. And so you just have this kind of grass that grows there. It's kind of interesting environment, but very steep. And we were working on these switchbacks with these S's that went around and around like this to make it easier to go up the trail. And eventually went over the top and went down toward Estes Park. Anyway, we were doing the western side there, and I was on one switchback, and my colleague was on the other one up above me, about two switchbacks. And we were clearing off rocks and repairing little holes and things like that so hikers could move along more comfortably. And we looked up the slope there a little bit, and we saw these two wolverines sort of wandering around, not wandering, actually they're just sort of loping along, going laterally, not paying any attention to us, minding their own business. And then he decided it'd be clever to throw some rocks at him. So he did. They stopped, and they looked at him, and you could sort of read their minds. They were saying, "Who in the hell are you to be molesting us like this?" And they started down the slope toward him. He was terrified. He threw his only weapon, his shovel, up in the air and came running down a hill at me. And so I grabbed him, remembering my old football strategies, playing tackle on the high school football team, and got him stopped. So if he'd have kept going, he would have fallen off the cliff down below us there. And so got him stabilized and then turned around to see where the wolverines were. Well, they were still coming. And I'm not too sure what to do. They were about 30 feet away from me. And I thought, well, I can't run. They'd run a lot faster than me. And so, these things are pretty dangerous. They've killed, in the zoo, one of them had killed a polar bear. So that's a lot bigger than anything they themselves. And so when they came toward me at that time and my colleague, the only thing I could do was throw my arms up in the air, had a shovel in this hand, and waved it at them, and they stopped, and just almost instantly just decided to continue on their little journey, trotting along the mountainside and going where they were going to go. And then I noticed this terrible stench, and I knew it was not coming from the wolverines. Maybe that was why the wolverines stopped chasing after us. And it was not my waving the shovel. Now, in the future, you can remember this. Now you will know what to do when you encounter a wolverine.